Hi everybody, it's Chris here, and I just wanted to send this video to you guys because there were some questions on the Facebook page, and I thought it'd be easier just to do a video. The first thing I wanted to just kind of re-emphasize is that the detox is actually just avoiding all the ingredients on the avoid list. On the avoid list, eggs should be added to that list, but everything else, if it's a fruit and a vegetable, you're good. So I think someone had mentioned they had asparagus. That's probably in the transitional menu. There's probably something in there. I need to look at that recipe, but suppose it's made with quinoa or something like that, or a nut. That's why it's in the transitional recipes. It's not because of the asparagus itself. So all fruits and vegetables are good. What the summer detox is trying to do is focus on the summer fruits and vegetables that are in season. So you notice the zucchini, pesto, the strawberries, the watermelon, things like that, things that are still in season right now. There'll be a fall one that I'm going to come out with that's going to have some more seasonal foods for fall, more warming soups, more butternut squash, things like that. So just wanted to make that clear. That makes it a little easier to figure out what you can and cannot do. And I think Hunter had a question about the raisins. As long as there is no added sugar, raisins should be fine. Was it dates or figs, or I can't remember what else, prunes maybe. No added sugar, it should be fine. Just be careful when you have those fruits that are dried, that they are concentrated sugar. You're not getting the liquid in it that's going to fill you up. So for me, I stay away with raisins because of portion control. If I have a cup full, it'll spike up my blood sugar, and then I'll just want more and more and more. So even though it's still a whole food, they're really packed with a lot of sugar. So just be careful of that if you have blood sugar issues, or if you have that tendency to overeat if it's too sugary like me. So if you can portion it out in little packs, or eat the raisins. I think there was a trail mix recipe. Eat it with the seeds, because the seeds have protein and fat, will slow down that blood sugar rush from the raisins that are high in sugar. Okay, and I think Chris had a question on what to do. Okay, you don't have to hibernate through this detox. I have this issue quite often just in regular life of, for example, when I go to my in-laws, they may not always have, they've learned what I like, so now they provide some healthy options. But in the beginning, they would like have burgers and French fries for dinner, and that's it, or things like that. So what I would do is I would just say, are you gonna have a salad, or can I bring one? So end up bringing a salad, and I'm always good to have a salad. And then maybe I would have, if they were having burgers and French fries, I would have a large portion salad, and then maybe half a burger, and probably wouldn't eat the bun because it's usually white. Just cut up the burger and eat that on the side for a little protein, and that's okay. So learn to kind of think ahead and to bring your own, and I would just explain that you had paid for this program, so make it like, I paid this money, so I want to stick with it. You're not feeling well, and some people will give you a hard time, and that's okay. Just stick with it, because look, they're not living in your body. They're not going to know how good you're going to feel when it's done, and then hopefully, just by your example, that they'll start to ask you questions, and then you can lead them to a healthier lifestyle too. That would be pretty cool. So there was something else I wanted to say. Can't remember. So bring your own stuff. Okay, and the key to all of this, and we had talked about this with some posts of, I think Pam and Christy said that they were going to be without food for a while, or they didn't pack anything. Absolutely, you've got to pack stuff. You have to think about your week, just like you plan anything else. If you plan your workouts, you plan activities for your children, plan what you're going to eat. It has to be a priority if you're going to make this a lifestyle. I don't want you to end this detox and then just go to regular ways, because you don't know how to incorporate this into your daily life. So start now. Start by planning. It takes a little bit more effort at first. It will seem like a lot of work, a lot of energy, but eventually you'll just get used to doing it. I had my dishwasher break on me one time, and I had to wash everything by hand, and it was a pain, and I can't believe people don't have dishwashers. So long story short, we didn't replace it for like 2 months. It was crazy, but by the first month, it was just something that I did. I got into my system. I washed the dishes. It wasn't a big deal. That's the same way, although I still got the dishwasher because I love it. But that's the same way with anything that you do, anything new. It's going to take some work and effort, and then eventually it becomes easier and it becomes what you do. And definitely don't want to have lack of preparation sabotage your health goals. Right? Because we would eat this food. I mean, we're doing it. We feel so good. We know how we feel. Document this in your diary, how good you feel. Because when you feel, if you go back to old ways, or maybe you start to trail off a little bit after the detox, look at that diary. Look how good you felt. Write down what you ate, and then go back to it. I just want health and happiness for everybody. But set aside some time. If you work out all the time, go to the gym one last day. Use that hour to prepare, cut up vegetables, grill up a bunch of chicken for the week, make those trail mixes, make some snacks, have it ready to go, and use that meal planner to fill that out. That would be great. So anyway, I'm rooting for you. I'm looking forward to tomorrow. I'm actually feeling, I have a little scratchy throat thing, but physically, something's going on. The scale is weighing less, so even for me, and I consider myself a really healthy eater, this is really cleaning me out. So I am excited for every one of you. Okay, one more thing. If you have one thing, if you're an all or nothing type person, for example, and there's one thing that you gotta have, but it's on the avoid list, just say it's Diet Coke, or it is that piece of Ezekiel bread, or that handful of almonds, or that paleo bread, that's okay. You know, if that's going to break you and say, well, you know what, I can't give that up, so I'm not going to do this at all, then don't let that stop you. Because, or even organic coffee, to have the regular one cup of coffee a day, move on, don't get stuck in the nitty gritty of every detail, and move on to the stuff that really matters. It's the overall change of diet. Having no processed food is huge. So don't let that curtail you or give you guilt. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just do your best, and you will feel, or we're already feeling the difference. So I just want you to let that go. You don't need that added stress in your life, especially for this week coming up. So anyway, I'm rooting for you. I'm excited. Thank you for you guys being encouraging to me just by your dedication and everything. So I'm having a lot of fun, and I look forward to hearing all the great testimonials we'll have. And just have a great Friday, and we're gonna have an awesome weekend. Thanks.